Harold, are you expecting any level 1 shenanigans?
I mean, Ash slow early is horrific. Soraka can do a bit early. The level 1s are really peculiar here. Because it's like if you go for a level 1 invade and you use a certain ability, you can kind of mess up your early laning. Like if Ari went for a charm early, kind of messes up her lane. Like Lulu doesn't want to go for polymorph early. It's an early ward though.
Not going to be cleared out by Kha'Zix as well.
Unfortunate. Happens. Doesn't have an auto reset. Can't do anything about it. I mean, obviously there's the 5 fan and the reset for the the cheeky sweepers, almost at exactly the same time. It's timing. I mean, Kha'Zix's a lot quicker coming out of the base, but I think jungle pathing wise, is they're both pathing bot sides. I think Poppy's just gonna focus on clearing and just play like a controlled, measured game, whereas I think Kha'Zix is gonna be looking to gank as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and I feel like as you mentioned, with Kha'Zix looking to be very active, we're going to see a very different game to what we saw the first time these two teams met. The first game was very much akin to a chess match.
I mean, it can still go like that. I think Kha'Zix just wants to be active. He probably doesn't. He might not even want to gank. For him to gank, he has to have good lane setup. And you have a Rumble that might not be setting up good, like immediately there. You see, just that way it's going to immediately push out. Ari probably only pushing the wave. Actually, unless, but like those kind of things, like he needs to have wave setup, like a lane setup for him to gank. If not, he's just going to look for an invade.
And I'm not expecting to see too much early shenanigans in any of the lanes. I don't think any lane is particularly stronger than their opposite numbers.
I think Comet Rumble is stronger than Cho'Gath early, just because Cho'Gath early isn't really a thing. It's just not really. It's just wanting to farm. And okay, why is Ari solo?
No idea. Thanks, he does eat a charm and quite a chunk of damage off the back of that.
He did take Ignite as well, so I think Thanks is looking to kill him. 240 production. Why, is there an issue? Okay, nice.
Excellent. So that's just confirming, guys. The delay issues from yesterday, we believe, have been fixed.
And Kha'Zix here.
We are going to see a gank here, though. Kha'Zix looking to go in, and Orange is eaten. The barrel is popped. Fancy flashing forward with the Ignite, but no. Frostblood going to go over to Jensen. Traded back, though, with the Ignite. And already, I think we have had more kills this game than we did in the last time these two teams met. It's not going to be a snooze fest. We're going to have team fights. We're going to have skirmishes. And it is set up to be incredible.
I mean, one thing I didn't check was the CS lead mid lane. There's a bit of a CS lead going in.
There's Amari looking in towards the top side. Killerman looking at early flash away. Takes the shield to the face. Red buff applied, but going to just walk out.
I don't think he needs to flash there because Cho'Gath just used his Q and Poppy doesn't have a wall to stop you.
Maybe not.
Like now look at the wave state. If Cho'Gath just freezes, you're a bit screwed there, Rumble. But
if you look at what was burned though in that mid play, sorry to cut you off, we see the flash ignite from both mid laners, but it was Outlaw's flash forced out as well.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to get into range. Peculiar from Fancy, he actually is. Here we go. See, there's the repeat.
Yeah, there's the rupture. No flash. Just stunning the wall doesn't connect, but it shouldn't matter. Killerman just going to fall to the Vorpal spikes. Cho'Gath going to feast on Rumble.
That is the correct play. Because, like I said, Rumble probably going to mess up Cho'Gath early.
Yeah.
And so Poppy, pathing top, gets the flash. Just walks back in the river, waits a minute, goes back in. And you've blown everything from him now.
And it's something that I always like to touch on when I am casting games of League of Legends. Whenever you see someone blow a flash, it's so easy to go, they got summoners, therefore it was a good play. But if they never do anything, if they never capitalize off burning those summoners, it doesn't matter. But here we see Amari, very clear knowledge, burns the flash, knows, okay, it's a free kill now, comes back not even 30 seconds later to secure the kill and pick up that gold for his top laner.
The CS lead mid lane, it's only 10 CS, but that's still ballooning. And Gangplank does actually have the push early into Ari. I don't realize this. I guess Fancy's just understanding the matchup a little bit better. He also has a Sheen. So like if he parlays and then like gets in auto range, like Ari will take a lot of damage.
If he even just parlays, I do believe that as the ability itself, it will apply the Sheen. So
I think he has to use an ability before that, though, no?
no, because that is the ability that activates it, and it
Oh.
applies on hit effects when it connects.
Okay. It's a Smurf pickup, and Joe being cheeky here, but I don't know what he's looking. He's got his ball in a resetting, and the Drake's up. I think an Ashley just went backwards. I'm not sure. I might have misseen that.
But I don't think Hivemind are really in a position to look for this dragon at this point in time.
I don't think they really care for it. Like if it's like that early dragon, like okay, we're a bit of a scaling comp. We don't have to do it. If it's there, we take it. If not, we do.
Well, it's one of those. Neither team wants to flip the game on a single mountain dragon. There is not any point flipping the game on one mountain.
I will say, like, when we talk about souls and stuff, like, Cloud Soul is the worst soul, but single Cloud Dragons are really strong. 10% CDR on your ult is insane for a lot of champions.
Yeah,
and then,
definitely.
And, like, I think a single Mountain Dragon, as Kha'Zix actually just started up now, I think a single Mountain Dragon's pretty solid. It doesn't give you insane amounts.
I would say the Mountain Dragon is the worst dragon to get one of in the game. Personally, in my opinion.
I say it's Infernal because I don't think
in my very unprofessional opinion.
I would say it's Infernal just because of the fact that like Infernal is like I believe they might have changed it, but last time I checked, the ratio is like it's like, oh yeah, here's 380. Like, thanks, bro.
But the thing is, you're only getting 4% armor and magic resist with that Mountain Dragon, as Outlaw does pick that one up on the Kha'Zix. You're only getting 4% armor and magic resist, whereas you get 6% attack damage and ability power.
Okay, they might have changed it then. I'll just retract my statement. I'm a clown.
I think that like neither of them are great, right? Like I should say, Cloud is probably the best standalone dragon if you're only getting one. Then it's Ocean because regen is just nice.
I think this whole conversation just says that Ocean is cracked.
Yeah,
like,
basically.
I think this is just Ocean is broken.
Yeah, Ocean Dragon is overpowered.
Is looking.
Rito, please nerf. Outlaw has got the level 6, has got the Void Rush, is going to look to come in here. Granny Spanner taking a big chunk from the explosive bomb, and the Cannon Barrage is going to come down. Bishan isolated away from the Kha'Zix, and both dropping very low. Granny Spanner picks up one, picks up two, but Bishan is going to trade back with the Hail of Blades. Yeah, Outlaw gifting the kills over.
I think he was gifting the kills, and that's why Granny Spanner died. Like like Lulu was on so low, I think, and then Tristana was so low in a while. You just had to awe her. Like, I don't know why he's playing Kha'Zix and gifting kills. Like,
yeah, get yourself ahead, try and snowball yourself as far as possible. We do see Fanxy pick up another assist on that as well. So 1-on-1 now on the gangplank.
Obviously, that's like a really weird trade for the Tristana to be taking there. Like, she was stood on top of all the Soraka's abilities, and it was so obvious. Like, they just started trading randomly. Like you kind of have to click, like, hey, bro, we don't have vision. Look where the wave is, and look at them trading. Like, they're walking forward into a Tristana.
Part of that desync might come from BDNG not being in the lineup.
It could do.
Obviously, we don't know how that's going to impact the voice comms. We don't know how that is going to change the overall team dynamic.
But that, like, kind of nullifies that, like, 2 kills, just kind of nullifies the lead that Fanxy's been getting and the lead that Gucci-Man's been getting in top lane as well. Like, that gank top, I said that Rumble was winning it. That gank top has just straight up changed that whole lane state.
Yeah.
And it proves my narrative. You just gank top once, you win the game. Going back into a bit of a low state. Okay, we do have. I looked down to the right to see what the next Drake was, and I realized. Shout out to production. He's changed it, and it's actually in the top left now.
It keeps catching me out. I keep doing it as well. You're not the only one.
I've been so used to that. Obviously, Infernal Drake next, so we're probably gonna get a Cloud or Ocean Soul. I want a Cloud Soul.
I think.
I don't. And
I say this so many times. People are probably bored of hearing it by now. But Cloud Soul is so criminally underrated.
It's underrated. I think champions like Kha'Zix love Cloud Soul and Ari.
And Ari, when you can cast your ultimate multiple times.
And also the movement speed you get after your ultimate is insane. I think GP probably loves it. Poppy kind of, maybe.
Movement speed is the most overpowered stat in League of Legends.
Exactly. It's now obviously Herald's up, but okay, Ari's moving bot. I don't know why. I guess it this year. I guess it's just one of those things where nothing's doing in lane, just move quickly. There's the GP push. He's just boom. Oh,
but there is going to be a gank. Oh, it's not going to quite connect, but the Spirit Rush is blocked off by the Poppy AoE. He's going to pick that one up with the parlay. Arrow's going to come in. Joe's just going to stand there and take it. Not really much doing. Outlaw can't find any isolated targets for the Kha'Zix to jump onto, so is not going to be able to pick up anything in return. Howlets are going to take a bit of a chunk from the explosive bomb, but big trades back onto Bishan here. Granny Spanner. I am a stanner of all of that damage.
Tristana doesn't do damage. I don't know if he's proccing his E correctly or not. Like, I couldn't see it because like it panned down there pretty quickly. But like,
I mean, he's fighting with his E down, which is one of your primary damage sources in a trade.
It was on Soraka, and when it panned down, it exploded. But I couldn't tell if it was mega exploded.
Oh,
But
it
like,
wasn't. No, well, that wasn't mega exploded. That was nowhere near enough damage to be mega exploded.
I know, but it still feels like he's doing not a lot of damage.
I mean, you look at his items; he does only have a pickaxe and a longsword, which isn't a lot into the noon quiver that Granny Spanner has.
It's still Tristana over Lulu. Like she still should be doing a bit more damage than that. Which surprised me. Again, Soraka ult came through to save Jensen in the mid lane. Unlucky. Happens. Thanks, he had to blow his flash to get the kill. That's completely fine. But now, obviously, he's flashes in the mid lane, and he always has push. Now, it's on Outlaw to find something here on him.
The oranges are going to make that quite difficult, though. Keeping up that vitamin C
content. He also has Essence Reaver. It's a bit...
yeah, it's a little bit yikes.
Like, this mid lane... This 30 CS in the mid lane. It's almost... He's trying to get to 10 CS a minute.
And yes, it's 30 CS, but it's Gangplank as well. Every minion kill you get with a Q-procced barrel is going to give you extra money as well. Teleport's coming in. They are going to contest this. Outlaw steals the dragon, jumping over the wall. Equalizer going to come down with the cannon barrage. There is Gucci Mane stunned up on top of it. They are cooking on the fire. Now Frostmoth going to go in, finding one with the help of the Rumble. Can he find the Tristana? No. Rocket jump away from the orb of... I can't remember what it's called, but Kha'Zix going to pick up the Gangplank. Everyone on Hivemind surviving and taking 3 down as well as the dragon.
That Rumble ult was huge.
Killer Vanilla really showing his prowess in the top lane this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you're chilling. You're not pulling out the Drake. You're leaving it in the pit. You kind of ask, and then you see a Rumble TP. Like Rumble's the only player on the TP. You're just asking to be ulted.
Yeah.
Like,
Rift Herald going to be dropped bot lane?
Yeah, they're just trying to use it.
I guess. I'm not sure if I like this away from the Ashe and the Ahri. Sharing the gold with the Soraka doesn't sound too optimal.
It feels like a cheeky, like, players have got like a few minutes, like a minute left, and we might as well just use it now. We've got good timing, and you probably get another plate from that, hopefully. Yeah, you just get another plate. That's good for Kha'Zix. It's good for Kha'Zix to get it anyway. It's like it's good for any of their champions to get it, probably even Soraka, because Soraka can get her moonstone a bit earlier if he's going for that. But yeah, that fight was really weird. They just decided to just stand on the Rumble ult, not pull out Drake. Like, very miscommunicated. And it could have gone a lot worse. Tristana should have died.
Oh, yeah, Tristana, very nice rocket jump to dodge out of the Orb of Deception on its pullback from
Fanxy wasn't looking not to be able to get the kill at the back of the at the end of the fight onto Ahri.
We did see it wasn't just the Ahri. I can't remember who else it was, but there were 2 very low Hivemind health bars coming off the back of that fight.
Yeah, Soraka's healing saved Ahri, and yeah, Soraka healing is starting to get a little bit of an issue. You're probably gonna want some healing reduction at some point.
Moonstone Renewer is now completed for that Soraka, so the healing is only going to get worse. Charmed is going to connect though, but not a lot going to come from it. Wild Growth and the Rocket Jump Cleanse expended from the Hex bot lane, and Hex looks still to be reeling a little bit from the defeat yesterday. Outlaw gonna have to pop the Void Rush or Void Assault, sorry, to get himself over the wall.
I mean, the thing is, if that Ashe Arrow hits, you see Bishop actually decided to tank it because he had cleanse. Now, I don't like that in a way, but I also like it because it stops a guaranteed kill. Like Lulu would die.
Yeah.
Even if she had, maybe, but it's like one of those, like, yeah, I'll tank it.
Yeah, I have the CC removal. I can tank this.
But now he has to be a bit safe next fight. He also buffered the charm with his W, so the charm didn't really do anything.
Yeah, which is a nice interaction.
We're looking at items and stuff. It's actually they're gonna go
in and engage though. Flash away from Granny Spanner, really, really nice to dodge that out. Howlets are gonna get knocked up in the cannon barrage. But there's just not enough damage coming through onto that bot lane. They're able to get themselves just about out to safety.
They're trying to gank while they're like basically at the tower. It's not. It's not an enjoyable situation. Tristana's not being able to do enough. But like looking at item completions, Moonstone Renewers now for Soraka. You've got a Duskblade for Kha'Zix. You've got a Chem Tank at the top lane for Cho'Gath. As here we go.
Granny Spanner just taking a very large amount of unnecessary real damage. The Equinox is going to find the route onto 2, though. The hero going to knock him back and finding the kill with the Lulu passive. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Outlaw going to find 1 back onto the Cho'Gath. So globally, it is a 1-for-1 trade. Jensen roaming down, maybe looking to find something here with the Spirit Rush. Pops 1. Arrow going to go wide. Second and third charges of the Spirit Rush are going to be expended. Lulu going to fall out. Bishan jumping away. Wild Growth just about keeping him alive.
Yeah.
Barely.
You're trying to make a play on the bot side. You make the play. They make a play top side, and they're also making a play, return play. They're throwing a right hook as...
Yeah, it's the 1-2-3 punch.
As we it's not a 1-2-3 punch. It's you're throwing a left hook and they're throwing a left hook, so you just hit each other, but their right hook is coming for an uppercut at the same time. So you've just been double hit. It's kind of depressing. But yeah, I mean, I think Hex needs to slow this down. Tristana can't freeze or like do anything wave management wise because she's always going to perma push the wave.
Well, you can do wave management with Tristana. It's just a lot more difficult.
You can slow push it. You could try to be sneaky, but like I can't say like maybe we're not the level of the play. Like obviously that kind of stuff is very hard to do. So like yeah, and they're trying to trade like very aggressively without having any vision ever. Like kind of looking at you, Wally, with your 4 vision score. Not very good, my friend. Like Ash is just gonna have an absurd vision score. Bishan has 10, which is kind of good for him. But like it just feels like they have lack of vision, and they're just trying to play aggressive with 2 champs that like I don't feel like connect too well. Lulu in a hyper carry, yeah, cool. Tristana can be that, but Tristana enjoys going so far in that Lulu has to like put herself in danger.
Yeah.
Whereas Lulu, like say Lulu and Jinx, they just sit in the back line.
Yeah, Tristana much more enjoys being paired with a support like a Rel, like a Braum or an Alistar even.
Yeah, like those kind of things like work so much better. The Gale Force now from Bishan, I completely agree with it. You don't need Crackers there. There's not any tanks.
Nope.
Spanky tried doing a triple barrel there, and
it's going to be just third dragon here, and it is going to be that Cloud Soul. We didn't actually touch on that after the Infernal Dragon did drop with all the other chaos going on.
Yeah, I see Cho'Gath recalling. He's might have TP.
Doesn't quite have the teleport yet.
Yeah,
it will be up in the next 10 seconds.
This isn't a fight that Hex won.
Oh, Fanxy might be caught out by the Kha'Zix. Void Assault forward, flash away from Fanxy, flash follow, and that is so much damage from the isolation. He's ticking away with challenges, but no Fanxy finding the kill with the Cannon Barrage.
That's unlucky.
Turning the damage back around onto Outlaw, not quite being able to keep himself alive. Alex, Equinox onto the Cho'Gath, Equalizer coming down as well. Everfrost going to root up the Poppy, and it's just a Cho'Gath versus 4. Cho'Gath and Poppy versus the world. Amari going to just about get himself out of the Wild Growth. No, Granny Spanner finding that with a flurry of arrows. Bishan taking a lot of damage on the side of the fight as well. Gucci Mane caught by the charm, rooted up and down to the Ash. She is hunting and finding her prey with every single arrow. So in the drawn-out fight, Hive Mind take it 2-for-1.
Yeah, Hex allow them to take it 2-for-1. Like, that wasn't... No! What are you doing? Like, okay, Fanxy gets so lucky. But, like, Look wins you championships, whatever. Like, just take the look. You got the kill.
And leave.
Don't fight. Like, your positioning is terrible. Cho'Gath then TP's in. Soraka can instantly silence. Rumble then can ult. Zone off the team. The team can't do anything.
Yep. So it's just Cho'Gath versus 4.
Yeah, and it's like Cho'Gath had Cho'Gath could have got top tower. Like, it's one Cloud Drake. I say how powerful Cloud Drake is, yeah, and Cloud Soul is. He's gonna put them on Soul Point, but you're not in the position to fight. It's not Soul Point.
Just give it.
Just give it. Then play 5 minutes where you're gonna play for the next one. Get the top tower. You get a bit more top vision. Like, Fancy just got a nice kill. Like, you're gonna have probably bad positioning for the next fight. It's like it's so bad. Like, that was a terrible like, just engage in general.
And we see Amari now jumping on to kill him another Equalizer, just going to come straight out, though. And the Rupture is dodged away.
Wait, why does Gucci Mane have Bramble Vest?
to stop all of the healing reduction from the auto attackers on Hivemind's team, Pepe Laugh.
You're against the Rumble, bro.
Yep.
And an
Outlaw going to
Ari.
go forward. Oh my god, that damage is not okay. Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to connect as well. Jumping forward, not going to quite find the kill. Is stunned up into the wall. Is likely going to go down here. No, the Soraka healing keeps him alive for about a second longer. Howlett to the final banana. Not going to pick it up, but the Rumble ticks on the Leandries. Do grab it. Fanksy does answer back, though, on to Howlitzer. Killamilla finding the double kill on the fight.
Minions.
Before dropping to the minions.
Unlucky, bro. It happens.
3 for 3 up in the top lane. But with the pressure, and it will likely be a trade of towers as well, no?
Yeah, it's going to be first tower. Now, Tristana, please.
First tower's already gone.
Is it? Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's going to be first tower for Hex. Thank God.
Yeah.
I don't fully know why he's built Bramble Vest, because you immediately saw the Kha'Zix damage there. Bramble Vest didn't do much. Unluck, bro. I get he wants healing reduction, but just go Oblivion Orb.
Yeah, no, I can understand it.
Like, you do AP damage.
You're gonna have more luck with the Oblivion Orb than you are with the Bramble Vest. Yeah,
I would have preferred a Stoneplate here from the Cho'Gath.
Yeah, I can see it.
A giant Cho'Gath for a few seconds. A Rumble, the thing is, it's like, okay, you build the Bramble Vest. Usually there'll be like an AD mid laner.
Yeah, but there's not.
It's 2 AP solo laners. It's like whoever you match up is gonna mess you up.
And there is a Kha'Zix, but this Kha'Zix is doing so much damage. Amari going to just get slaughtered by Outlaw in the jungle. And this is a very different look for Hive than what we've seen over the last 2 or 3 weeks.
I think they've just said, you know what, we're actually going to try now, boys.
We've had our fun.
We've seen that everyone said that we're not going to make playoffs. XD. But yeah, I mean, it's a good look for a team that, like, I would say had issues for a bit and then decided to, like, meme a little bit.
Yeah.
And, like, even the memeable games, they got close to winning. It's quite funny. But yeah, they seem to be back and kicking. On the side of Hex, I think to win this game, like, you just got to you just got to play a lot smarter.
You've got to let your gangplank scale.
I mean, I was like looking.
Cannon Barrage is going to come down, but Outlaw's just going to leap away. Killamilla is caught out though and shut down by the aforementioned gangplank. Fanksy claiming a big bounty there.
Like, you've got to let the boy Fanksy oh, they're gonna take off a Baron here.
The bot lane of Hivemind are down on the bot side of the map, so it could be rushable here.
Okay, where's the Ash Arrow coming then? Here it comes.
Here it comes. Is it going to connect? Does find Fanksy, but instant orange for the cleanse, and the Baron is secured by Gucci Mane. Outlaw jumps in and instantly gets melted by Bishan's Tristana. Gale Force forward to chase out the Ari. Not going to find too much meaningful damage there, and that is going to be a bit of a turning point potentially in this game.
I really like that from Jensen, what he was trying to do. That he was trying to like sit on the edge and just wait for whoever gets like Ash Arrow, he's going to charm them and kill them. I really like that. Unfortunately, it was the GP.
Yeah, the one person with a cleanse. Well, outside of Bishan.
Yeah, unfortunately it was, but like I like the idea, and it was like they were just. I like that from Hex. They took a small advantage that was like, why are you fighting there? Like Killer Vanilla just made a mistake. They took a small advantage, and they just went a mile with it. And now they're gonna look to deny Soul as well.
Yeah, this could be a very, very big fight.
Outlaws not here yet.
No, he is running to catch up with his team, but I don't think they're going to go straight on the dragon here for Hex. Barrel is hidden in the pit as well for Fanksy.
If I'm Hivemind here, I just give this Drake and I go mid. Look at that mid wave. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like they are going to do. They are giving over this almost an ocean dragon. Definitely not an ocean dragon. They're going to get at least one mid lane turret here. They could even potentially look for 2 with the members of Hex recalling.
This play is so much better. It's like you're giving them one Drake and you're going to take a tower and you're going to threaten it.
Cannon Barrage is going to come down though. This could be problematic with the slows coming up. The triple barrel not quite going to find its mark though from Fanksy. As Joe does find a sensible one is going to get chomped, but the equalizer is massive, cooking all of them on. Outlaw finding one, but Bishan answering back with a second kill for Hex this team fight. Outlaw jumps forward, cannot quite find the kill onto Amari as he's going to get out. Killamilla limping away on the outside, getting out with the assistance of the Ash Slows. 1 for 3 in the favor of Hex.
Well then, I didn't. I kind of expected the GP to ult there, and I just thought maybe that's okay. It's gonna be fine for them, and then they're just gonna like walk away. Okay, I was gonna question the Rumble's Morello, but then I saw Lulu had a Moonstone. I respect it. There's a bit of healing coming through. Again, still no major healing reduction.
I mean, it is also. It is also you were mentioning the Rumble's Morello. It is also the shield bow on the Gangplank, the healing from the Cho'Gath passive, the Divine Sunderer on the Poppy, and AD carries will have a lot of lifesteal. So it does just make a lot of sense.
I really wished Rumble could just build Serpent's Fang. Like against some of the shields.
We need AP Serpent's Fang.
We also need an AP Bramble Vest. Please.
Yes.
But like, okay, I see what Outlaw's building here. I kind of get it, but I don't like it.
Is it a Sororda's Grudge, by any chance?
Maybe, maybe not.
I think Sororda's Grudge Kha'Zix is really, really good. Because Void Spikes work really well with it. I also love Black Cleaver here for Outlaw.
Just get Serpent's Fang. Because your goal here is not to kill Poppy or Cho'Gath. You're killing Fanxi, who has shields.
Stun connects onto Amari, but that's a very dead kill of another. I'm not quite sure how this fight has started, as Outlaw is getting knocked back under the turret. Everfrost going to answer on to one for Jensen, but that is probably going to be the only kill of the fight for the Hive Mind. Granny Spanner getting chased down by Amari, but no. Is this ruler that we're watching kiting away with the Kraken Slayer going to be chipping away with the flurries of arrows?
So, coming back to my point, I would prefer Serpent's Fang because like he can pop because his goal is to blow up Tristana or a GP. His goal isn't to kill the Cho'Gath right now. Like he's got a Kraken Slayer Ash to do that.
That's true.
Which is a bit unfortunate, but like, okay, if you get Grudge is still good. It's still good. Like it's just like a little nuance in the build. But yeah, that fight was
very weird.
I guess it was like, oh, they found a pick, Hexa found a pick mid, so we have to quickly make a play mid. But like, both teams just keep going mid. Like, get your side lanes, please.
I didn't realize we were watching the NALCS. The amount of times these teams are spending in the mid lane. I
will say a lot of teams do this in UNL as well. Like, some teams decide to let bottom top crash into their towers for about 5 minutes while just sitting mid, saying, let's fight.
Cough, gospel gods.
I'm not saying any names. But, yeah, you see TP now gone top. He's going to push the wave in. That top wave's going to crash. Obviously, that Baron didn't achieve much for the side of Hex, but it took away. And it was also, I think it's just a healthy pickup. Also, allowed him to get Drake, and it somehow allowed him to win it. Okay.
Oh, but Outlaw chunking out onto Small Walrus, going to blow him up. Amari taking fire now, dropping to the Jensen. That's just a really nice pick.
Well, unlucky, Joe. While he dies, so the arrow hits you instead. That arrow was really close to hitting the Lulu, but she died just like a frame before. It's unfortunate. But yeah, that... Again, we're 50 seconds away from Cloudsoul, but I should give like Prio every lane in mid and bot for the side of Hive Mind. They should just give vision everywhere. They are getting vision everywhere. And yeah, I mean, they're gonna look for another pick here. Unless
Cannon Barrage is just destroying Outlaw's HP. He's not going to escape the Collector.
Oh dear.
Going to grab that one for Fanxi, and that's worrying for Hive Mind. He won't be alive for this dragon spawn now.
Yeah, and
although that might just be Baron for Hex.
Hex are gonna go for Baron.
Yeah, we're talking about the dragon timer, but it's
no.
10 seconds. Fanxi catches the charm, is going to get rooted up by the Equinox, though. Can Howlett's get away? Shieldbow is popped, but no, he's going to answer back with one. But the Gangplank does go down, and that is a lot of the power from Hex. Equalizer goes down, but it's not going to be doing too much. Jensen trying to get himself out of there and is just about going to be able to. Killer Vanilla, not really a lot he can do. Amare starting up the dragon, and it will be another successive denial of soul point on Hex.
That's illegal. Fanxi shouldn't get away with that.
No, he shouldn't.
I mean, Hex shouldn't get away. Like, they were going to Baron, and Fanxi just said, no, let's go to Drake, and they were probably like, nah. So Fanxi was like, oh, I'm going to Drake anyway, so you now have to come. So he forced his team there. He was so, like, his team were like, not, like, it was so out of sync.
Yeah.
Hey, he still gets a kill. He kills Soraka, and somehow like his martyrdom like changes the way this fight goes. But yeah, so illegal. Denies Cloud Soul. Gets 2 clouds now. The Riftmark win condition is on the board for Hex.
Indeed.
And this game it's a 3k goal lead on the side of Hex, but it feels still pretty close.
It feels like it could go either way, definitely. Both teams now going to be posturing around this Baron. Obviously, Dragon not going to be respawning for another 4 minutes. So it will be interesting to see who blinks first and who makes the mistake, potentially, to give away this Baron and potentially the game to the other team.
I do want to say, no disrespect to Hive Mind, but Hex, you're playing against the second bottom team of the league, by the way. Like, you're not Manchester United, are you? Why are you running it? Obviously, Hive Mind have changed. Like, compliments Hive Mind, they fixed it all up. They're gonna start Baron. They see Ari bot. Ari no TP.
Yeah, so this is a bit of an interesting decision from Jensen to move himself down towards the bot lane. They do have the feast on the Cho'Gath, so can secure this, and it's a cannon barrage onto Killer Vanilla, jumping forward from Bishan, and the Poppy dashing in as well. The Rumble just going to get blown up and is going to fall to the Poppy. Karzik answering back with 1 on the backside of the fight, though, and Ari joining the fight, grabbing 1. 2 for 2 so far in the fight. Everfrost going to slow up the Cho'Gath. Granny Spanner getting jumped on and flashed on by Gucci Mane. The Soraka healing, going to keep him alive. Can he survive much longer? No, the explosive shot going to tag him. Charm, rocket jump in. Are we watching a Gospel Gods game? Finding 1. Bishan, what did you just do?
He walked forward into the charm, and then cleanses, says, you know what, I'm going in. I respect it. He's going in because he can see he can get a kill. But then he's like trying to get out, and then he's autoing Ari when he's trying to auto the Blasco.
Bishan, what did you do?
I mean, it's not as bad as like diving into 4 people.
I mean, this is true.
Like, unlucky, bro, but like, how they tried to turn, right? And I want to bring up the point. There's anti-synergy between Poppy and Tristana. Now we talk about Tristana and Lulu. Same with Poppy and Tristana. If Poppy doesn't have a wall, she just eased them further away as Poppy's jumped in. So now Poppy's still further away.
Yeah,
like Poppy's gap close is Tristana's gap close is still too far. Like it's not. It doesn't gap because it's just a mess. Their target selection, they see a man, they go for the man, and then they're just getting blown up in the backside. I think Outlaw found the flank, blew up Lulu, then blew up. I want to say.
We're now back onto the Baron, so Baron never got taken.
Honestly, Rumble
during that last
Rumble
fight.
Has TP. Rumble does have TP,
and this is going to be Baron secured here for Hex. There is no question in my mind about that. Arrow's going to come through, but now it's
Rumble's
what happens in the fight. Rumble on the flank. Equalizer not really going to catch onto too many people. Fanksy getting chunked out. Outlaw jumping forward, but going to get blown straight up by the GP. Cannon Barrage, really, really nice to zone off the rest of Hive Mind. Killer Vanilla going to fall on the backside to the Lulu. And that, yeah, really, really nice Cannon Barrage to split up the fight completely.
Unlucky from Outlaw. Not very nice Lulu. Lulu instantly, as you see, he's Karzik jumping in. Outlaw, 48 had the kill. Nope. Unlucky, bro. Happens. Just happened. Again, maybe if you had Serpent Snake, you might blow him up. I don't want to flame the Iron Choices. Again, the Soraga's Courage actually did a lot there. Yeah. But now, okay. Last Baron they had from Hex, terrible. Didn't do anything with it. What are they going to do this time? Let's see.
They're going to look straight away to try and crack the base, although there is a lot of wave clip from the Ashe and the Ahri. A lot of pokers. Fanksy is caught up, but he is going to just eat an orange. Everything will be K. And he can just walk himself back out, looking forward for that parlay poke.
They're going to walk back into the... Because Drake is spawning. They're looking for the Riftmark win condition. Cho'Gath's going to split top. Cho'Gath, just stay top. You have TP. Just stay top. Do not come down.
He's trying to take away the blue buff, which I actually do quite like. Wave's very pushed. Outlaw?
Wait, there's an Ahri.
Bishan catches the charm.
Wait, what is happening?
Outlaw?
Wait,
Arrow... what? Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to find 1. Granny Spanner not going to be able to get himself out. The Cannon Barrage going to pick that one up. Howlets are dropping to the parlay as well. And that is 3 quick kills for Hex. Rupture going to miss onto Killer Vanilla. And I am with you on that one, production. I have so many questions about what we just watched there.
Okay, so Hex do the right thing. They're going to go sit in the brush. They're going to look for a pick.
Yeah, definitely.
But the whole team of Hive Mind just go all around them without realizing they're there.
Yeah,
And
they all
then
move in 5
and then
different directions.
Hex come out of the hills, the walls. They come out of the walls. Ari panics. Ults going top. And now like
And now
Hive
that's just game.
yeah. I
Like,
mean,
Hive Mind don't have
yeah.
anything to defend here with. They are maybe going to find one onto the Poppy. No, not even going to be able to drive that. Never mind. Jensen